Ring up Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 0776924719. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is Wednesday, the 4th of September, 2024, and it's now been 395 days. 395 days that you've kidnapped my brother from my care since the 8th of August 2023 and are refusing to speak to me or engage with me or explain to me how exactly you've achieved this. This is quite clearly fraudulent and malevolent and deceptive and criminal actions on your part as a local authority, where you've just simply kidnapped my brother from my care and are refusing to let me speak to him, whilst instigating and commissioning the services of West Yorkshire Police to instigate falsified, contrived criminal investigations against me for neglecting my brother. That's the crime that you've got against me, when those very allegations I was making against you. So when I make allegations against you, you look to twist that around and to twist things around and blame me as a local authority, so you can target and victimize me, and whilst at the same time being in a position of authority and power and control, but systemically failing in your duty of care to your responsibilities, particularly to someone like my brother, whom you'd been failing in the community for a number of decades. And now that I'm looking to hold you to account, you seem to hide behind the corporate veil and look to act in a pusillanimously cowardice manner by refusing to engage with me, by looking to get me to degrade and humiliate myself, by forcing me to leave you messages. I've now left you nearly a year's worth of messages, all refusing to be responded to, when previously, if you recall, we last spoke in June 2023, when you slammed the phone upon me. I had to raise this as a formal complaint against you, all to be just simply whitewashed and disregarded, because all the laws that you purport to be working under, we've got this statutory act, the Data Protection Act, the Human Rights Act, all these laws that you purport to be under, they're just a lie, aren't they? They're just a facade to fool the populace, to make people believe that they are within the confines of your jurisdiction, and the fact that they are, you're upholding your end of the bargain as a organ of the state, when the reality is that the laws are just simply a joke to get the populace to acquiesce to your tyrannical control and dominance. That's all it's about. You want to hold us under your laws, but you don't hold yourself under those laws. That you give us these spiel that, oh, no one's above the law, but quite clearly you as a local authority are above the law, or you believe that you're above the law, because you kill and murder people with impunity, knowing the fact that there is no consequences to you personally as a corporation, when your policy is to kill and murder the people you have a duty of care to, because they no longer serve a beneficial purpose for you, the state. So they can't. So anybody who's elderly and disabled and no longer of a benefit to the state, namely they're not working and you can't extract any labor out of them, well, you treat them with disdain and contempt, as you've been treating my family members. Treat them with disdain and contempt. Give them some spiel about, oh, we are only abiding by the laws, when the reality is that you're killing people on an industrial scale, so that you could save on the NHS, save on the cost of the NHS, and save on the cost of the public purse through pension payments. This is the reality of the situation. My brother's not even over pension age right now, and you already kidnapped him because of his cost of his care that I was charging you or leveling against you. So as a consequence of this, you've kidnapped my brother now for over a year. My brother does not lack mental capacity. He's quite clearly a conscientious person. You've then looked to stage events to further justify your actions, and your actions actions are unjustifiable and reprehensible and deplorable and villainously evil. And you know it. And this is one of the reasons why you're refusing to speak to me. I've asked you many times, have I not left you messages? My brother's birthday coming up on the 15th of September. Today is the 4th of September. I want to know if you're going to let us even see our brother. And the reality is that you're not. You're simply cowardice hiding behind the corporate veil, leaving us in this legal vacuum where there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, Mr. Sin, why don't you go get a solicitor? Well, if I get a solicitor, all you're going to do is buy off the judges. The problem here is you, the local authority, Bradford Council's ability to buy off and get the judges and the judiciaries to prostitute out their services for your benefit to achieve your agenda and narrative. And this is what's exactly happened in my mother's case previously, where you've tortured and murdered my mother because you wanted to save on care costs. And now you're doing the same thing once again. But the thing is, my brother does not suffer from dementia. He does not have a degenerative condition. His schizophrenia or mental health problems have been with him since 1985. So he's had this for over 35 years. So you can't just say that it's a degenerative condition. And if you're giving him antipsychotic medications, then that should not be an issue, should it? You've just basically railroaded an agenda for your benefit so you can tick box your exercise to achieve. To justify you abducting him and stealing all his money. This is what it's all about, isn't it, Mr. Browell? It's all about abducting, it's all about plundering and profiteering people's natural resources or people's own resources for your benefit. This is just a clearly contrived situation where you're looking to exploit my brother's finances so you can plunder and profiteer and at the same time state that you're providing him with care.
15 seconds recording time remaining.
My brother's not asked to be cared by you. He was cared by me. I have a duty of care to my brother, which overrides your duty of care. It's my brother's birthday coming up. How can it possibly be in his best interest to deprive him and put him into a private prison at Sunningdale for your benefit, for your purposes, to look to torture and humiliate and degrade me in this manner? It's completely reprehensible and deplorable.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. To re-record message, press... Message sent. Thank you for calling.
This is the situation they've got us facing. All lies and deceptions being perpetuated so that they can maintain their own public standing as a professional local authority doing their job as a city of culture. The truth is, if the people only knew the truth is far more deplorable and diabolical, where they are quite literally murdering people on an industrial scale because they can no longer afford to do social care. This is the solution: kill and murder. That's reality. That's why they don't want to speak to me, because they don't want to give me an answer to the very basics of questions. How have you taken my brother? What legal framework have you used? How is it that you're denying my brother access to his own family? And how is it the fact that you're getting away with this? And the reason that they're getting away with it is that they're using public money to buy off public services for their own benefit, such as the police force, such as the courts and tribunal services, and more importantly, buying off the judges and the judiciary that they've got in their back pocket to achieve all this villainous evil enterprise that is underway.